Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Robin. Today I'm on camera to share with you about interview makeup. And many of you may not so sure what kind of makeup you should wear and how to polish your makeup and how to look professional. And I assume you might be short on budget. So I'm going to use very minimal product to maximize the effects, and let me show you how. First, I want to talk about skincare. Skincare is one of the very important and crucial steps to get a really beautiful finished makeup. Myself, based on my experience, most of those students or young people who has a barely inexperience with makeup or no experience in makeup, and their skin is very rough, which is not so ready to receive any makeup treatment. First step is exfoliate your skin. Do exfoliate with a gentle exfoliating scrubs and remove any dead skin cells or unnecessary impurities on your skin, and then begin your skin care routine. And next, foundation. For application of foundation, I'm going to use this tool, which is very affordable tool in the market. This is a sponge, and you can use a cushion foundation or a liquid foundation, but today I'm going to use a liquid foundation by using a cushion foundation sponge. So that being said, you can either purchase this cheap cushion foundation sponge, or you can continue to use your cushion foundation. Also, when you choose your own foundation, try them on your jawline here, because it's no point for you to try the products on back of your hand or your forearms or any elsewhere, because the color is not the same. And this is the first foundation shade, and second, and then third. And I can clearly see that these two shades seems more matching with my complexion versus this color. This color is way too pale, so this is off. And this color seems slightly pale, a little bit lighter, so maybe I can use on the center of my face to highlight. And this color seems it blends perfectly and it's really invisible. And find the shade that is invisible on your skin, because you can always do highlight on the center of your face by using a lighter color concealer or foundation. And if you wear a lighter color foundation, you'll be able to see a color gap between your neck and your face, and it looks like you're wearing a mask or a kabuki makeup or even a Chinese opera. So find the shade that works for you 100%, not the lighter color, not the dark color, but exactly the same shade. The foundation I've tried earlier was this Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Perfecting Foundation. Also, make sure when you use this cushion sponge, you can either use 2 or 3 fingers to make it really tight and dense on the surface. And pick up these products and blend it well, and make sure it's even on the puff. You're gonna start applying from your cheek to your chin, and while applying, make sure the sponge is really tight, so it'll really maximize the adherence, and more adherence meaning it's a more long wear makeup. And then gradually you can move on to center of your face, and you can also use a sponge like this, so you can really reach out those detailed area of your face. And also gently move on to your forehead, and make sure it's even above the eyebrow, because many people has redness around the eyebrow, and also T-zone. And remember, the secret is that you are looking polished and professional, not you're doing a stage makeup or a TV or a drama makeup. And you can also use a concealer. I'm going to use this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and make sure it's even on the sponge. And I'm going to apply lightly where I need to conceal, such as my nose or my blemish here. And make sure you're going light-handed, not heavy-handed, because if you go heavy-handed, then you're really gonna ruin this entire makeup looking very heavy. So ended up you're looking very plastic. What we want to achieve today is very natural and light polished makeup. Once again, we are not doing any stage or celebrity makeup. We want to just give a very good impression, especially for men. If you're putting way too much makeup, what you want to do is actually you want to give a good impression, but you're actually giving a bad impression. So do not put too much. You need to calculate in advance where you exactly want to conceal and add more. And for me, I have some freckles and spots on my high cheeks, so I can use a little bit more to conceal them. So you can just really see I'm using this sponge like this to reach out those small corners. So just slightly glide over my eyelid. So my eyelid and my skin are actually in the same color. Also, I have just light discoloration and pigmentation around my lips, and especially here. So I can reduce that. Now the skin is almost even, but you cannot forget your under eyes. I'm gonna use the same concealer and the same foundation. I'm gonna mix and I'm gonna fold this sponge into half, and I'm gonna mix this together. So you actually shear down the concealer and just really lightly go light-handed underneath your eyes. Just reducing this under eye discoloration, you really look more fresh. And I'm gonna use my fingertip to just lightly dab. You're not going with a heavy hand, but actually very light hand. And also some people, they do have redness around their chins, so don't forget to reduce those redness. And also I have a little bit of discoloration, just a tiny little bit of discoloration right here, and also some around here and around here, but I'm not gonna conceal them, because if you put too much makeup product on your face, the people will draw more attention to those areas where you concealed very heavily. Just those kind of areas, leave it as natural as possible. Do not put too much makeup products on your face. And next step is a powder. You need to set your makeup to keep it last throughout the day, and you can decide to use a powder puff or a brush. And a powder puff will give it more matte look, and the powder brush will give it more lighter look. And leaving a little bit of radiance and glow on the skin, it actually leaves more good impression to a person who's looking at you. So instead of perfectly mattifying your skin, leaving a little bit of glow and satiny sheen to the skin, it actually leaves better impression. For powder, I'm going to use this Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Compact by using this MAC 138 brush. Make sure it's deposited well on the brush, and just literally roll it over your face, just like this. The powder for one side is done, and I'm going to show you what is the difference between the brush and the powder puff. So on the other side, I'm going to use a powder puff to apply this mineral compact. You'll be able to see some white flash, but don't worry, this is actually the right way to apply powder. And then the rest of the powder, I'm gonna just brush them off. This is very classic way of doing powdering. And you'll be able to see the difference between these two different sides without using brush and with using brush. This soft lustrous finish, it really gives a good impression that your skin is well hydrated and well treated, instead of looking just totally mattified and dry. And lastly, eyebrows. I'm just gonna use a brow groomer to groom the brows. So this is very simple and easy interview makeup how to part 1. I hope you all the best, and I'll see you soon.